Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at channels. So I also call channels trend zones, and I know that's not the technical term for it, but it's easy for me to remember, and it makes sense when I'm talking about it to my students. So that is how I refer to them, because basically what a channel is like a trend zone. So when we're looking at a trend, okay, so let's look at a trend line. Now, I'm not a big fan of trend lines, to be honest with you. Don't really use them often in my trading. I trade zone to zone, so I will plot them in just to see my overall direction, and then I'm done with them. I have a few different strategies that I'll incorporate them a little bit more, but my day-to-day, I'm not looking at them in depth or anything. So what I will do is draw my trend line. So I draw my trend line here, and I'm going to include as many wicks as possible. You guys have probably heard me talk about this. This is just how I draw my trend lines, okay? A trend line, you guys, is great, gives you overall direction, but it doesn't encompass the volatility that you see with price, okay? So it doesn't really tell us anything about the up and down movements of price, okay? It's just really giving us a direction to work with, and obviously will also indicate reversals when they occur, right? A trend or a channel or a trend zone, whatever you want to call it, actually does encompass the price movement that we see, the up and down price movement we see. Okay, and you'll see what I mean now when I give you an example. Let's draw that same trend line in. I'm going to try to include as many wicks as possible. I'm just doing this pretty fast. And I just clicked the little channel button. I'll show you where to find that in a second. And again, going up, I want to include as many wicks as I can. So about there, okay? And now I have a channel. And this little zone, okay, this little trend zone encompasses all of this volatility that we see with price, right? So it actually is a lot more telling to us, and I'm going to show you why. Side note, I always draw my channels on the daily, all right? I'm not interested in looking at channels on the 4-hour. I want to see major reversals or overall reversals, so therefore I'm only looking at the daily or the higher time frames. That's me personally, okay? Now, I actually keep this in my favorites, the channel or the trend zone little guy. I'm on TradingView, by the way. But it's in this one. So it's in the trend line section. So if you guys don't know, you can just star your favorites and then it'll go up in a little bar for you. I always use my Mac when I'm marking up charts. So I'm going to do another example here. Let's come over here. And again, let's just take the channel. So it's called parallel channel. And let's draw our trend zone in. I'm just going to call them trend zones for the rest of the video because it's going to keep throwing me off if I go between them. So we're calling them trend zones because that's what I like to call them. And again, let's draw in, or let's encapsulate as many wicks as we can. So that's about good. You can start at the bottom or the top too, by the way. You don't need to start with how you'd actually draw a trend line. You can do it bottom or the top, okay, of the channel. And again, down here, I'm going to include as many wicks as I can. I think probably right about there would be good, okay? And here you can see we have a nice zone to work with, all right? Why is this important and what does it do for us? Well, what it's going to do for us when we get a break of this zone, okay? When we get a break of this zone, it's just like zone to zone trading. So we get a bit of a break here, okay? Now, this could probably be a little bit lower. That's why it's not showing a full break. If I had perfectly done it and included all of those wicks, it would be like down there. But anyway, we get a break here, right? A nice tall breakout candle, followed by this one. If we were on a lower time frame, because you can switch to a lower time frame as well, you'd see a more clear break. What I'm looking for is after this break of the zone, I need to see more price action confirming, okay, that we're going in the opposite direction. Should this candle have been bearish and went back down into my zone, all right, I would not consider this a reversal. So really what they're doing is allowing us to spot reversals. It's pretty simple, right? I'm going to give you another example, okay? And again, we're on the daily. So let's try, this looks like an okay one. This one's going to be a little more tricky to draw, but we're going to do it. Okay, so I'm trying to get, remember now, I want as many wicks as I can get, right? And I am going to miss a big portion here because we had some slippage, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. But mainly, this is what we're looking at. Give me a second. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. I'm getting as many touches as I can. This little bit here, I'm gonna consider slippage, okay? So we were going down. We had some consolidation here, okay? But we're going down. This little consolidation piece, I'm not worried about. You're always gonna get slippage, guys, because of news and other things like that. What I am looking at, see this big break? So the bigger your breakout, the better, all right? Bigger your breakout, the better. Next, I need to see, and this is really, you're gonna go down to a lower time frame. So you're gonna plot this trend zone on your daily or higher time frame, and then you're gonna look at your 4-hour chart. Now, I'm not gonna go to my 4-hour chart because it's gonna take me quite a bit to get back to this area. And it's just gonna get confusing. We'll be looking at too much stuff, but what I would do is go to my 4-hour chart, look for this breakout, followed by a confirmation candle moving in the same direction, okay? And then you can take a reversal trade, a major reversal trade. So it makes it really easy to spot those. Let's look at another example. We'll do one more and then I'll stop. Let's try this one. And they don't all work, because as we know with Forex, we get, you know, some random price action from time to time, and that's just currency trading for you. This is going to prove a little more difficult. So this one's a little bit narrow. Actually, I can move this guy up a little, I think. Oops. Bear with me. Hold on. I'm going to redraw that one. I'm trying to see if I draw from here, will I get more? Okay, because this is like a little bit of consolidation. This is the real trend. You want to make sure you're looking at the real trend, right? So we see here, we have a nice breakout candle. All right. Now on the 4-hour, this breakout candle would have been a series of bullish candles. So you definitely could have taken the reversal trade. However, we're getting a bearish pullback here because this is the daily chart, right? So, but generally you'd want to see 2, maybe 3, depending on how big they are, green candles, okay, pushing up, and then you know you have a nice rejection trade. I'm just trying to find, sorry, I can't speak very well today. Let's see how many pips this would have been. So if you did take this trade here and you rode to the next zone, it's about 160 pips. Now, that's over a series of several days, so it'll be a longer term trade, but you can always spot your entry on the lower time frame. I'm just giving you some examples. So that's how I use my channels or trend zones, whatever you want to call them. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Let me know if you guys use this in the comments below. Please subscribe if you like my videos and my teaching style. And also, you guys, I have a free course. So much valuable information in that. I'm going to link it in the description. So go check that out, please, and let me know what you think of it. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.